bat piss, and a magic cave.
On the 2D Show.
What's going on, everybody? This is the 2D Show.
You fucking stole my line. What's going on, internet? How is it going? I'm Dan Howles.
AKA Dover.
This is Dan Loder.
AKA Slody.
And this is the 2D Show.
2D Show.
So let's jump into it. Slode, what do you want to tell me about today?
So, Dove, today I'm going to tell you about a very unlucky woman.
Okay.
Her name is Jean Rogers.
Jean Rogers?
Jean Rogers, the most unlucky person who I've ever come across.
Okay, why?
In terms of story.
What's happened?
Several reasons. I'll start with the first unlucky event that happened to her, okay? In 1967.
Okay.
So she's old enough for that. She was on a cruise to her friend Martha's vineyard.
Oh, good old Martha.
Rain had made the ship decks incredibly wet.
Oh no. She's going over, isn't she?
So, they still decided to, try and take a picture on the top deck, and she fell over the side.
She fell into the water.
Yeah. Which is bad enough in itself. But then her friend, who went to try and get help, also slipped.
Oh no.
Knocked herself out.
Oh no.
And then couldn't get help because no one else noticed this. Jean is just fucking floating around in the water. Just bobbing around, wondering what the fuck her friend is doing. Right, so you think, fuck, that's really unlucky, right? 4 years later, she's on a bus.
Oh, fuck.
Right, in Hartford, Connecticut. No, she was waiting for a bus and she got struck by a bolt of lightning. Didn't give her superpowers. It actually blew off her shoes and burned a small hole into her right ankle.
Wow. And
melted her pantyhose to her legs.
Fucking fused her clothes to her.
Yeah.
What are pantyhose? Like tights, right?
She's now unable to wear shoes.
Fuck, really?
Even in the winter.
Because of the hole or because she's scared?
Because it did nerve damage and shit.
Can't wear shoes.
So it's bad times.
Could you wear socks? Couldn't you wear anything on her feet?
I don't know.
How does she go out?
All I have is she can't wear shoes.
How does she go out?
I don't know.
Clogs.
Maybe I imagine after the rest of this I'm about to tell you, I wouldn't go outside anymore.
Quick question. Are clogs conductive? If you wore clogs and were hit by lightning, would it pass? Because the reason you get struck by lightning and hit, right, is lightning is going from you to the floor, right? So rubber lined shoes.
Well, they're made of wood.
They are a wooden shoe. I just don't know if wood is conductive.
I don't think it conducts in itself, but
Isn't it if you jump while lightning hits you, you don't get hit? I think that is true.
It would only be when you then hit the ground and earthed yourself.
Yeah. The thing that fucks you up is the earth, right?
Yeah, the electricity itself wouldn't burn you. It's just the energy from moving away. Yeah. So if that wasn't bad enough, Dove, 2 years later, she was struck by lightning again.
Really?
Yeah.
Lightning doesn't strike twice. Except
this time it hit a metal bracelet she was wearing.
Wait, it hit the bracelet?
Hit the bracelet. She didn't have any injuries or anything from that one. Didn't have anything. That was just she fluked it.
What? Who? Which witch did she piss off to get this fucking kiss?
So then she does have a bit of a break, because that happened in 1973. So
we're talking 6 years now.
Yeah. The next one is 1981. Oh my god, this is quite dark actually. Her husband, who she's since got divorced from, came home drunk one night and tried to strangle her to death.
Wow! She's got a gypsy curse. Gypsy curse. Gypsy curse Rogers, they call it back in Connecticut.
So the next thing that happened to her, I haven't got a date for this one, so I don't know where we are in the life of Jean Rogers now. She got mugged.
Oh fuck, Jean!
She was running errands.
This woman's still alive?
I think so.
I hope so.
3 men attacked her and took her pocketbook.
Oh, Jean, not even money.
They weren't just satisfied with taking her pocketbook. They also tried, and one of the robbers tried to steal a silver bracelet that she was wearing. I'm not sure if that's the same bracelet that got struck by lightning.
Thank you. Why doesn't this woman have superpowers? If everything I know to be true, you get bitten by a radioactive something, or you get struck by lightning, or you make a pact with someone and you get some sort of superpowers. Why has it not happened to this woman?
You would think that the universe would reward her with superpowers.
When people make deals with the devil in fiction, they're like, oh, but I want your firstborn son. Do you reckon this is how it happens? The devil doesn't come and take the firstborn son. It just fucking systematically fucks with the child for his entire life. Do you reckon this is just one of her parents made a deal? Yeah, it is. Oh, I wish for wealth. And it's cool. Your child will never wear shoes. That is the deal.
So when the robber's trying to steal the silver bracelet, she fucking hulks up and punches him in the nose.
Oh, good on it.
So, which makes all the other muggers flee. You'd think that was the point where her luck was starting to turn. She was starting to get a bit luckier. Thwarted a mugging attempt. Fair play
definitely.
To her.
Good on it.
However.
Oh, no.
Arguably the main event.
The Gypsy Curse Rogers strikes again.
One day, while delivering orders for the cosmetics company she worked for.
She's just an Avon woman.
I know. These people let her out of the office.
Me.
With this history. She had a young son with her. As they walked through Middlefield, and the kid turns around and is like, Mum, funny bird. funny bird. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Next thing she
Not a
knows,
bird,
a bat has swooped in and has embedded itself in her hair.
Fuck!
She begins running to different houses,
This is a witch curse.
knocking on doors for for help, because she's like, help, please help me get this bat off my
Fucking
head.
bat on my head.
She's just met repeatedly with screams and people slamming the door in her face, which
like-
aggravates the bat, which gets so aggravated because it's stuck in her hair, starts to piss excessively on her head.
Wow.
So
I
he's
didn't
trying to
expect
claw
this.
into her scalp while pissing on her head.
Yeah.
Hence the bat piss title. She finally came across a friend who agrees to help her.
Do you think, I don't know what's going to happen, but do you think this is the same friend on the boat? It was like, last time I tried to help you, I got knocked the fuck out. So I know, not again, Gypsy Curse Rogers.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me, because rather than actually help her, they just throw her their car keys and say, drive yourself to a vet.
So there's a fucking bat in her, hair, screaming and she's just got to drive 20 miles down the road to a fucking vet.
The only thing the vet could do was put a mesh bag over her head and spray smoke into it to dehydrate, knock the bat out, basically. Because the bat had ripped lots of her hair out, she had to shave her head and had to wear a beret
Oh,
for 3 months.
at least she got a bitch. Did she have to pay for the beret?
I think she probably bought the beret herself. I don't think this isn't the type
I
of
feel
woman
like the
who's-
universe should have just turned up and be like, I'm so sorry, here's a hat.
This doesn't sound like the type of woman that's going to be get given anything
Free
for
beret.
free, are they?
Please tell me this is a happy ending though. Gene Rogers, I'm sorry.
She's swimming,
Oh no.
and there's an announcement over the thing saying, "Oh, we have a call for Rogers."
Just lock yourself indoors.
As she gets out of the pool, she inadvertently pulls down another man's shorts
Okay.
without meaning to. This is actually a guy called Fred Rogers, who is quite famous in America.
What, did he turn around and fucking RKO or something?
Apparently he was really nice about it.
Oh, that's good. How do you accidentally pull down someone's swimming costume?
Well, it says inadvertently, so she says.
What's that mean?
Did she, really just think, seen your dick?
Seen your dick.
You know what I mean? She's quite optimistic about it. She says, dying doesn't scare me, but living scares the crap out of
I
me.
don't fucking blame her.
That's it. That's the story of Mrs.
The
Mrs.
unluckiest
Rogers.
woman.
The unluckiest woman.
What happened to her? And will she pass down this curse to her offspring?
Who knows? I would like to think that she's now looking at happier times.
I don't know what happened to this woman, but I'm sorry. I am sorry. Did you ever have anything really bad happen to you besides your car catching on fire?
That was probably one of the
Most traumatic.
unluckiest
Yeah.
things, I think. But at the same time, luckiest. Because that could have been loads worse.
That's fair. That's a good way to look at it. I mean, she didn't die from any of those.
No, I think that's the way you've got to look at it.
How can you not be able to wear shoes anymore? That's my biggest question. Oh, you learned to swim, so you didn't drown off the fuck. How did the crews get it back? So you just ask me more questions here. I want to know the origin of this. I want to know why the universe is like, nah, you're toast.
It's like, yeah, what did you do?
Who did you piss off? What warlock somewhere in some tower did you walk up to? Unless it was the Frederick Rogers, is some gnarly old wizard. She de-pantsed him, and it's like, I'm gonna fucking curse you for the rest of your life.
Goes back in time
Fucking time-traveling wizards,
to
bro.
ruin her life.
Could happen.
You heard it here first, guys. That is exactly how it went down.
Gypsy Curse Rogers.
Part 2.
Part 2.
What are you going to tell me about today?
Slowed. I want to tell you about a little magic cave. I was browsing Reddit, and I got onto TIL. Do you know what TIL is on Reddit?
Today I learned.
So Slowed. Today I learned about the Moville Cave.
The Moville Cave.
Movile cave.
Oh,
And-
Moville, not Moleville. Not like a city of moles.
No. I have lovingly named this bit Fantastic Beasts and a Cave to Find Them. I'm going to paint you a scene here. Romania, near the Black Sea.
Yes.
All right. In 1986, workers in communist...
This is a year before Jan Rogers is struck by lightning.
Yes. This all ties into it.
It all happened.
In 1986, workers in communist Romania were looking to move and dump nuclear material. That's the only reason this has been found.
Oh my god.
They stumbled upon a cave that was sealed. Right?
Oh my god.
They were unable to open it. Authorities were then alerted, and since then, we have come to learn that the cave it's been sealed for 5.5 million years through the carbon dating of the sandstone rocks and everything. It's been fucking sealed up.
And they were trying to put a fucking nuclear waste
It
around
was
it.
like, fuck it, we'll just dump a nuke here. So they didn't. The waste wasn't
Good.
put in there. Right?
Because that is how all the comic books begin.
So it is. I've done a little bit of context here. I've done a little bit of research myself. Do you know how old 5.5 million years is? Do you know? Because I didn't. I was like, oh, it's a long time ago. I googled how long certain things have been, right? Fire, the earliest discovered use of fire, have a guess.
Oh, something like 15, 20,000 years ago.
790,000 years ago. How old do you think the Ice Age is?
Didn't it come out in like 2004?
2.6 million years ago. So we are talking this cave has been sealed for roughly two ice ages. The earliest bipedal creature was around 4 million years ago. So this is older than fucking monkeys.
That's mad.
It's fucking crazy. The journey into the cave is so fucking dangerous. Exact quote, right? To enter, you must first lower yourself by rope 20 meters down a narrow shaft dug into the ground. The only light is from your helmet, which bounces around the walls as you descend. You must then climb down through the narrow limestone tunnels coated in clay, in pitch darkness and at temperatures of 25 degrees Celsius. You must then dive into a lake and navigate narrow underwater passages, squeezing through tiny gaps in the rock before emerging into air spaces they call air bells. This is like extreme splunking. Then, you come out into a lake room. The atmosphere is heavy with harmful gases, principally carbon dioxide, as well as hydrogen sulfur from the water. Hydrogen sulfide is flammable and highly poisonous to the nervous system, so this cave literally wants to kill you. It is not suitable for anything we fucking know. There is like 10% oxygen when we usually have about 20-25%. If you went down without a breathing apparatus, you could only last 5 hours before your fucking kidneys failed.
Nice.
That's how dangerous this room is. So since 1986, how many people do you think have been down here? This fucking death cave.
Oh, it's not gonna be many. Not many people are gonna make that journey.
Less than 100. And to prove how many people have gone down, in 2010, microbiologist Rich Bowden became the 29th person to visit it. It's weird that in 1986-2010, we only had said 28 people. Then from 2010 to 2017, 71 people have been down.
Really? So it's gone up a lot in the last couple of years.
Despite a complete absence of light and a poisonous atmosphere, the cave is crawling with life. There are unique spiders, scorpions, woodlice, centipedes, and bacteria. But wait, there's more! The bacteria here take the sulfur ions in the water, and do you know what they create in the water? Sulfuric acid!
That's bad.
Sulfuric acid then erodes the limestone surrounding it, making the cave bigger, meaning there is more space for these bacteria and creatures to breed. It's so fucking clever!
So eventually this cave is just going to take over the world.
So far, 48 species have been identified and 33 are found nowhere else in the world.
That's really cool.
3 species of spider, a new species of centipede, 4 species of isopods, which are like woodlice and stuff, a species of leech, and a snail was found out. A singular species of snail somehow managed to grow in here. And
it's interesting, like 5.5 million years, but it's still all like similar stuff.
The most famous thing down here is this sort of centipede-looking thing, right? That they have lovingly called the water scorpion.
Oh.
Do you ever see Alien?
I've seen bits of it.
Do you know what the face hugger looks like?
Yeah.
Kind of similar.
Oh my god,
as we
that
can
is
see
a
on the water
fucking
bit.
face hugger.
And then one zoomed in.
Oh, nice.
So then they said, what does the water scorpion eat? There is another type of creature down there called like a woodlice creature. I don't really know. And then they took a picture of it eating the woodlice creature.
That's quite a big woodlice creature.
It's fucking disgusting. I was reading it and I was like, how the fuck? How the fuck is this real? Like, how can something not live on oxygen? Like, for everything we know, right? So I've got here a little bit of biology for you, Load.
Oh.
And this is like normal biology and a little bit of like stuff that I've Googled on this. First bit's obvious. On the surface, plants use sunlight to extract carbon dioxide from the air and turn it to an organic compound. So plants eat from the sun, yeah?
Yeah.
They use this chemical to grow leaves, roots, and bulbs, and animals feed on these plant tissues. So, circle of life, we all watch Lion King. our bodies become the grass. The antelope eats grass.
Yeah.
In caves, however, most animals get their food from water dripping down from the surface. The water can often be seen in the form of stalactites and stalagmites, those big fucking pokey rocks, right? However, in the mobile cave, there is a thick layer of clay above everywhere, which is impenetrable to water. There's never been any discovered stalactites or stalagmites or any other sign of water coming in. So where the fuck does this water come from? Started to do tests on it, and they were like, how do we know if this water isn't coming from somewhere else and that these creatures don't exist on a pond down the road and it's fucking floating in?
Yeah.
In 1986, Lode, about 6 months after this cave was discovered, the Chernobyl nuclear disaster happened.
Oh.
Do you know what happens when a nuclear disaster happens? It leaves fucking residue everywhere. In the soil and waters surrounding the cave, radioactive cesium and strontium is highly abundant in the soil, in the plants, in the water, everywhere. But none has been found in this fucking cave. What there is...
So there's literally nothing coming in this
There
cave.
is a fucking, like, small spring 20-something miles away, and then there are layers upon layers upon layers of 25,000-year-old spongy sandstones. Literally, they have a fucking Brita filter system built into this cave, filtering stuff that we cannot filter.
That's mad.
It's fucking crazy! But that doesn't explain food, because they gotta eat something, right? So there's a bacteria there, known as autotroph, that live on the top of water and kind of act like a pond scum, like a plant.
Yeah.
And obviously, as we just said, plants need photosynthesis. They get sunlight. Only place in the world this has been fucking found is here. This ecosystem has developed its own way to get the nutrients and sunlight without using sunlight.
Oh.
Basically, this bacteria has certain tendrils on them. It has now been called chemosynthesis. It picks through all the individual minerals and vitamins in the water and in the rocks, and basically can just be very picky about what it takes. Instead of osmosis and just taking everything in, it can deliberately fucking dive in and just grab the individual minerals it needs. However, doing this creates methane. But all the creatures in the fucking area breathe methane and carbon dioxide. So they've literally got, you know those little fish bowls you used to be able to get, where it's just like a little ecosystem? They've made their own, completely inhospitable to anything else on this planet, ecosystem in a fucking cave that's getting bigger. People have been quoted saying, this may sound all very peculiar, and in some ways it is. The Moville is the only cave whose ecosystem is known to be supported in this way. Only such ecosystem on land. There are no flies in the Moville cave though. There's 3 types of spider, or like some of the algae there move, so all the spiders there are vegetarian.
Oh.
Fucking crazy.
Reassuring.
I know, like all spiders aren't going
Those
to
are
kill
the
you.
type of spiders I would prefer to take over the planet if I had to choose a spider to take over the planet.
A vegan
Definitely
spider.
what I'm after.
I thought it was absolutely crazy that there was a place on Earth
That's rad.
that up until 30 years ago, not a man has
seen.
touched.
Yeah. Dove, that was awesome. My unlucky story to shame. Because you taught me something really, really worth knowing. And I told you about bats pissing on people's hair.
Well, technically all I did was tell you about bacteria pissing out methane.
Methane's in fart. So, pissing and farting.
Pissing and farting. And really that's what the 2D show's about.
There we
So,
go.
thank you for watching, guys. This has been the 2D show. Remember, you can get your topics on the show by any one of these links on the screen. You can email us, tweet us, Facebook us, all this sort of stuff. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and I will let this man wax my legs when we get 100 subs.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about it as well. It just fucking came back to me.
To mid-thigh.
To mid-thigh, this man will wax my legs. You help us get to 100 subs to get that custom URL, and we will give you the goods of my legs being waxed. Straight off. Do you reckon you could do it all in one?
I wouldn't even try to.
What would
I don't
happen?
know. What a ridiculous question.
What would happen if we put all the straps on my legs, right?
Yeah.
So my leg is now covered in waxing paper.
Yes.
You put a piece of duct tape on all of the waxing papers, right? On the top and bottom. And you just rip them all off